Okay, before I get into the most important part of this episode, it's going to be very brief. I want to say this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about episodes and when you read the comments and things like that, and people think that I'm making stuff up, and when you look at the views and you're wondering why it's fluctuating, and you're like, why come you're not getting more views? Don't worry about it, man. I'm telling you, don't worry about it, because I'm involved in a lot of problems. And one major problem I'm involved in right now, and I've been wanting to really talk about, and I'm going to go deeper into it as these episodes come out, is that I'm involved in this problem with the mark of the beast. I was implanted with the mark of the beast at a young age when I was a teenager. And whoever these people are that are tracking me and bugging me and things of that nature, they have a way to read. This is the most deadliest part that bothers me to this day. I've deprogrammed a lot of it, a lot of stuff that they were doing, but they have a way of looking at Visa and what I see. Literally. As if when I look at something, it's a camera to them. And I'm saying this because many people are caught up into this program and don't know it. I'm just conscious of it. I want to point that out first and foremost. They have a computer system. I've been stressing this over and over again. And this is really the root of my information, believe it or not, is this mega computer system that one day I'm going to hip you guys onto. So 50 Cent came on here and told me, I got people protecting me because I Visa my eye, right? Meaning that if you viewing what I'm viewing, I got somebody else watching you too. If you was viewing what I'm viewing. Somebody that has a lot of money, that I can trust. And to make a long story short, 50 Cent came on here. I'm not going to go into how we're cool, whatever. That's not the point. 50 Cent came on here and told me some high-level agents saw some stuff that I saw about this computer weapon I was researching this morning, and they were reading it with me. So he said, go ahead and just make an episode about it. I'm not mad. I mean, you can do what you want to do and keep doing what you're doing. I just have to monetize it. I would appreciate if you donated to 13sidesastrology@gmail.com to all y'all agents out there that do benefit from stocks I view and from stuff that I view, and you go and trade and get tips off through me. I would suggest that you donate at least $1 or $2 or something to help me keep going, because I'm moving into investments now that are tied into people's contracts and stuff, and rappers and stuff that are worth billions of dollars. And I'm not saying this to brag, but I am saying this for one reason, because everything I'm viewing now is becoming more and more top secret. So they have this computer, and it's actually a weapon. And from what I'm hearing, 50 Cent was telling me that they thought that this weapon that I speak of, or this supercomputer, was tied into more sexual rituals or sexual energy because of where it's based at. Because it's based out west in this particular area where they do sex rituals at. So they thought that when I was talking about this weapon, I was talking about the equivalent of it pretty much being a phallus, which is like a penis. And they thought that this weapon was pretty much the equivalent to that. So you had these women in the agency that was I don't pretty much need to really worry about this supercomputer and this weapon because it's not real. It's just essentially a penis to them. It's I got a man at home, a woman at home, whatever, or a man at home in this case, you know what I'm saying, that has a penis. So why the stuff that he's teaching, and I know you're where is all this coming from? But this is coming from conversations of people that I have with high-level government agents, and I'm just sharing it with you, basically. So they whatever he's teaching it's not really relevant to me because I got that basically. And I'm this is much more than that. This computer, this weapon that I'm speaking of, and it's physically somewhere. If you had it, you would never need to work again. You wouldn't be worried about what I was doing, because you would be able to print and create your own currency and be able to go out and help people with it from finding this weapon. This weapon that I'm speaking of is how the fiat note came out. It's what's back in the fiat note at this point, because there's no gold back in it. It's a supercomputer that controls trading and many stocks in our currency. There's several of them actually, but there's one that I'm speaking of, a master one, that even if you get close to it in a certain area, you don't even got to touch it. If you're just in the area within like a 50-mile radius, you could update your financial situation from just being close to it. If you knew where it was at, you would come back a millionaire. Literally, I went by one supercomputer, and that's how I manifested my tour. There's one out west. I did a video on the Order of Melchizedek. It's called AMM. You can check it out on my channel. It's about a year old. And in that area, there's several supercomputers. And I was able to update the credit on my channel and create like over $1 million off of a tour that I did from just a little bit of knowledge of the supercomputer. And I got way more now, to where I've been attacked with my life. People pull guns out on me for strange reasons, for no reason. People follow me around for no reasons and strive to like attack me sometime. I have to defend myself. I mean, I've showed you all type of stuff on this channel proving it already. But I'm just saying, that's a lot of that is just coming because they don't even know why. It's because it's triggering stuff, and they know that I got it, the information to create currency, and they're like, we got to stop it. They don't even know why. It's like programmed in. See, a lot of us are programmed through this computer. It's called everybody's credit. And you have what's called an electrical system in your body that's tied into your kundalini, to where many of you are programmed into some type of a supercomputer. You just don't know where it's at. And if you knew where it was at, you could update your information. Now, you want to slow down with this process. I'm not telling you to go out here and quit your job and just start looking for supercomputers. Chill. Slow down, but I'm just saying, yeah, it's a new reality is slowly manifesting. There's high-level security. They will kill you for this, for even talking about it. That's why you see low views and like, you know what I'm saying? My situation is not, like where it should be, because it's not supposed to be. I haven't visited the whole scenario yet, meaning that the agents are still capitalizing off of what I'm doing because I haven't visited everything yet. So they can't really do anything to you once you visit the whole scenario. You get into situations where you don't know the facts. That's what we were taught. So this weapon, ladies and gentlemen, it is tied into sexual energy, to you ladies out there mainly, but it's also deeper than that. You once you program it, there's certain crystals you would need when you're around it. There's certain rituals that you would have to do once you figure out where it's at to get energy from it, because that's the goal. You get energy from the penis. That's why you look at it as a weapon, and you receive energy from the female does. This computer functions similar to that, but even more, much, much more. It acts as a codex, teaching you passwords and key codes to access certain portals on this planet that we know nothing of. Stay vigilant. Namaste.